calling the meeting to order. My name is Deborah McManus, chairperson. Cheryl Susan.
My name is John Eustace.
Gary Charleston.
Okay, Cheryl, would you read the minutes?
Okay, Marlborough Commission on Disability attendance for March 10th, 2020. Deborah McManus, John Eustace, Dave Doucette, and Cheryl Susie. Meeting was called to order at 4:03. Minutes read and accepted 4-0. The treasurers accepted 4-0, $5,120.73. New business. Deborah McManus, John Eustace, and Cheryl Susie were sworn in to be reappointed to the Commission on Disabilities. The commission received a letter from a concerned resident of Marlborough involving concern of discrimination and violation of ADA compliance at the Council on Aging. The board will invite Patricia Pope to a meeting. The Chamber of Commerce is holding a welcome reception 3/11/20 at 5:30 p.m. A motion was made to have Commission on Disability envelopes printed, accepted 4-0. Elevator at courthouse and Walker building having issues with not working. Old business. Kendall's Pizzeria has tables out on the sidewalk blocking access to entrance. Dave will look into it. Downtown pedestrian signals are all working well. Donner's Pizza patio area is open. Ramp is in violation. Dave will contact the building inspector. Motion to adjourn at 4:54 p.m. passes unanimously. Next meeting.
Motion to accept.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Aye. Is that what we're supposed to do with that individually?
Yeah, we only need a roll call if somebody's joining us because they
We're voting.
Dave Doucette, could you give your name? Dave
Yes,
Doucette.
my name is David Doucette, I'm Worcester City Council, representing the City Council. Apologies for being a couple minutes late.
They can't see you, Dave.
Well, we have to maintain our tax business.
That should be okay.
The treasurer's report, we have $5,470.94.
Motion to
Now
accept.
what?
$5,470.94.
Motion to accept the treasurer's report.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
New business?
Deborah McManus, John Eustace, and Cheryl Susie were sworn in to be reappointed to the Commission on Disabilities. Congratulations, folks. Glad you could make it again.
I couldn't hear you, Dave.
Sorry. Deborah McManus, John Eustace, and Cheryl Susie were sworn to be reappointed to the Commission on Disabilities. So that's one of the new businesses, and I appreciate you guys joining us.
And he said congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I haven't been yet. If all this happened, I guess when I was gonna be called in.
Yes, Patty Carlson still needs to be sworn in. Oh, we should have asked Steve if he was here. Okay, any other new business?
I suppose, did the Chamber of Commerce meeting actually happen back on March 11th?
Chamber of Commerce, what?
There was a Chamber of Commerce that's holding a welcome reception on March 11th. I assume that was canceled, actually.
That was in March. I don't know if anybody attended.
Yeah, I think it's probably canceled.
Yeah.
Do you know if the elevator at the courthouse and the water building, has that been, you know, that's been adjusted up?
I don't believe it's been addressed, no.
I don't think anything has been since we've all been confined to our homes.
We haven't invited Pope, Patricia Pope yet because of the pandemic.
Pandemic.
Can I get a little, just an overview on what the issue was at the council on aging? It was brought to our, I wasn't here last
Oh,
meeting.
okay. Just 1 second.
Just to put, you know, I'm gonna have to review the whole thing.
There is another copy of the letter.
So what have we done to it?
We have a copy of the letter. Someone sent in a letter. Kitchen sink in here.
Most friend John doesn't remember. Because you remember everything.
What am I supposed to remember here? What's the issue?
Why we've done
It's a letter that was written to Trish Pope,
Discrimination, violation, and the need
looking for the letter, but
Oh,
maybe you could
yes, I
talk about
remember
it.
that.
at the council.
It was about the trip.
Okay.
Somebody she was telling people that, getting on the bus,
Mhm.
that if they were not, for the slow people getting on the bus, if they were not there fast enough, that the bus would leave without them.
Okay.
And,
It wasn't a nice letter.
somebody's daughter was there
Oh,
and heard this and was very concerned about the fact that she was telling people with walkers and canes and things that if they didn't hurry up and get on the bus fast enough, that they would be left behind, and she felt that that was a violation of ADA
mhm,
and other laws,
mhm.
and, you know, should be made public. Oh, I think this is it. No.
Okay, well, that's a good overview. I just had no idea.
That was a
rather
violation,
demeaning
and that,
I
you know, she shouldn't be talking to seniors that way,
Yeah.
and, you know, that was a violation of their rights. And so she sent it to the mayor, and she sent it to us, and asked that we look at it.
Mhm.
So we felt maybe we should ask Trish Hope to come to a meeting and,
If you can find the letter,
About
send her a
this
copy of the letter too.
Mhm.
Trish,
once we find the letter. to talk
Was an
about it.
individual called out for the person who was saying that? You know, or was it?
I think I gave a copy of the letter anyway. But anyway, so whoever it was very concerned, and I know the mayor got a copy, we got a copy.
Yeah.
And they were very concerned that, you know, the seniors were being treated that way, and that there were other things that had occurred there, and that some of the staff at the desk were not very friendly
Mhm. Okay.
with the seniors.
Yeah. Good to know.
That was the letter
Mhm.
for that. And I have ordered the envelopes, that's why you did not get your minutes in the mail. I have ordered the envelopes from Staples, but I won't get them, they'll be delivered to my house, but not till around 15th or the 16th. So we will be getting those. 500 on there. I think it was 160 dollars, 500. Kendall, once again, has their tables out.
I dropped the ball on that one. I will contact the building inspector for those of those.
You contacted the building inspector
I
about it?
will, I have not. My apologies.
Sure.
Kendall, is that the,
That's one across the fireplace, right?
Yeah.
across where?
Next to the little convenience store? or-
Fire,
Yeah.
yeah, fireplace.
Yeah. Yeah, they had originally just one little table and you could get past it, which was fine. Well, I looked. But now they've got like 3 more big tables.
Right, because everyone's gonna take
Can't
us
buy it
outside, right?
Yeah.
The Thai restaurant on Main Street, had their tables outside and they were walking, they couldn't get through.
Do they have to move? Do
It
they
used
move
to
them?
be Joseph's on the Main,
Tyrone,
Oh, yeah.
it's that restaurant there that was,
But did they move them? Or are they still there?
I don't know, I haven't been down there this week.
I walked by there this morning, but it was like at 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
And I didn't bump into anything. I did run into a sign of some type at the end of Welly's last week where I couldn't get by it with my dog. It was a car parked at the curb. I first thought it was on the curb, but I tapped on the window and found the lady was parked right up against the curb, and there was this big metal sign sticking out at shoulder height that I had to let my dog go around and I had to follow behind it. And I called the police and asked them to come and take a look at it and get it out of the way. Because nobody could go by with a walker or a wheelchair or a baby carriage for that matter. I have no idea what it was and why the heck it was sticking out almost to the curb.
Maybe after the meeting, we can walk up to the corner and go across and down to Welly's and take a peek across the whole way.
I walked back from Pete's on the Main this morning and didn't bump into anything. Although I think the tables, I did brush up against something. I'm not sure it was a chair or a table. And so I'm not sure exactly how much clearance there is, but we will see that when we go over at supper time. Has anybody noticed if the picnic tables that they have in the street are accessible to a wheelchair?
Picnic tables?
They took over a couple of parking spaces.
Yeah, they took over a couple parking
Parking
spaces,
spots.
but if the benches are attached, then we won't be sitting there.
We'll have to, and this is for who, Welly's?
Yeah.
Now, the double T's, they have picnic tables out there too,
And where?
that is,
Double T.
Yeah,
Oh,
old Sally's.
okay, yeah.
Who's double T?
That's the old Sally's.
the old
Oh.
Yeah.
and there was no, you couldn't remove them.
Oh,
The seats, yeah, they're attached.
they're attached.
They're over near the garage too.
Yeah, they're big heavy tables. Yeah, they're big. Right next to the ground.
That's what the size big.
We're gonna have to look at those.
David, did that brewery up at Pastimes ever open up again? And-
Yeah, the Flying Dreams.
Yeah,
Yes, it's been open. It's open. I think they actually have some tables outside. for the site.
okay, I've been up there for acupuncture and asked if there were any tables on the sidewalk, and the 2 times I've been up there, nobody saw any, so.
I thought I saw something there last week or so,
Could be.
but I'll check. I believe they're open. So,
Yeah, I was almost hit by, Hasbro Street again, crossing at their crosswalk, going across and,
which one? The one on Route 20? Route 25?
yeah, the Route 20, and they have their, red light, right turn on red, so it says walk light is on, But when you go across, they just flip out. And a guy driving a truck just whipped out as I was crossing the crosswalk. My granddaughter was like, oh my God, you almost get hit.
So is this at Curtis Street or is it at Hosmer?
It's Route 20, and I was going towards Hosmer, but they come out of Hosmer, and it says red light on red, you know,
Right turn on.
right turn on red.
Right,
So
Except
when
when
you're
you-
crossing from, well, either side,
right,
they don't look that it says while light is on.
right.
So you're crossing, and they just come around there, and they don't see anybody coming from the left, so they whip right out there.
Yeah.
So I'm 3/4 of the way across, and this guy whipped out, I mean, he wasn't 5 feet from my leg rest.
Really?
Yeah, and you don't know how many I've left from the other side, Houseman Street side, and been out in the road, and they whipped past me. I mean, I can feel the wind in my hair. And they just whip out because they don't look on the right. They look to the left, and nobody's coming, and they whip out, and they don't see that I'm there on the right.
So is it,
Should there be a buzzer then at that intersection? Would that help? Because there's no,
Well, it has the thing that's saying walk light is on, but they just look to the left. They don't look that it says walk light is
look to the
on.
left.
They don't listen because they're whipping around. They look to the left, nobody's coming, and they whip.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a right turn on red
There should not be a
sign.
right turn on red at that intersection, which I've said for ages, but because it's Route 20,
It's the state, yeah.
right,
they say they can't do anything.
Or the crosswalk is in the wrong place because it doesn't have good visibility.
Yeah, and
Or the
that's why
driver.
people say things about me crossing at Dunkin' Donuts, but it's far safer to cross at Dunkin' Donuts than it is at that corner.
It's where it's located. If it was over to the left, the crosswalk, then you wouldn't be in the line of traffic when you cross.
Right, but
Yeah.
it shouldn't be right, you know,
You have
right,
to look at that from
right
above.
turn on red, because you can't have a right turn on red and a crosswalk.
Right, well, they still will, but it'll be less.
Yeah, but why don't you just take off the right turn on red?
No, but I'm saying even without this, without
Yeah,
that,
it's
you know,
further
people
over.
still will,
Yeah.
but maybe they'll be
It's so
slow.
dangerous, I
Yeah.
can't tell you how many times, and never has there been a police car there. I mean, and the other day, I almost got taken out because the car came down Concord, whipped around to go out, but it had just started raining. So he started spinning, his rear came out, I was on the sidewalk, I thought the way this car was coming up on the sidewalk. Because that's a bad bad area for them to get out onto Route 20, so they speed up to try to set traffic, but just because it started to rain, he spun out. I thought for sure his car was coming up on the sidewalk. He just got it under control just in time, I was like sitting there like,
What do? Yeah, the way to go.
yeah, I mean, you don't think that fast either, like, you know, because that's a bad intersection, a bad area too for them to get out of. But I mean, unfortunately, because it's a highway, it's state.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do with that. One of these days, I'm gonna be smashed on the road.
the state's working on Route 20 up to Peters Avenue. That's the next stage. The next stage after that would basically be from Peters Avenue to Lincoln Street. Okay, which is the last bit of Route 20 State Road on the east side of town. So, the state is working on Route 20 from Sudbury Line to Peters Avenue. Okay, and that's in progress. They're gonna probably, maybe start construction next year, the year after, based upon what's been going on this year, Then the next phase is to Peters Ave to Lincoln Street. And that's actually the last segment of State Road for East Route 20. And that phase will start after they finish this one. So in the next couple of years, I'm gonna say, it's gonna be a while, but they're already talking about changing because they know how dangerous the intersection is with Concord Avenue. They're concerned about, they don't want to put a light there because it's so close to Hospital,
Right.
But they may change it so it's not as much of a easy out, but just a right left and maybe do some control lines or something, I don't know.
All right. Dominoes, we still have the same ramp.
Somebody gonna look into that?
Yeah, I said I was going to, so
Uh,
I will take care of it. So,
What happened to camps and stuff? Are people still, are people going to be able to use the funding that we allotted for them? Have you
Well, we
heard
haven't
anybody?
voted on any of it because we haven't gotten any requests
we
for
haven't got
camp.
any,
Okay.
Because I don't know if anything is open, but we haven't gotten any
all
requests.
right.
I sent you an article, Debbie, they've canceled all overnight camps.
Yeah.
And so all that's left are possibly day camps. I'm not sure they've decided on those yet even.
Yeah, so
let's get a
I
couple
haven't
days.
heard anything. I mean, we could vote on it in case I do get, anybody who does
I was
call
just
out.
wondering if, sometimes people are early with that because they know, but
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, just in case someone does call, if something opens in August or whatever.
Well, hadn't we at one of our past meetings allotted $5,000 toward that?
Well, we haven't met since March.
yeah, I don't know.
And
if
we
it was
didn't
this
vote in
year.
March, so that would have had to be April.
How much does it usually cost per camp?
Well, they range, like, we would give any range.
Yeah, it's not gonna be any.
No, like 500 a week, maybe.
We usually give, what, 360 per day.
So can we make a proposal to approve any camp requests by Deborah below $500?
So,
Does that make sense?
so camp, we're doing $500
That covers day camps, right?
every day camp. No
Okay, something-
overnight, those have been canceled.
Right, but if something pops up in the next week or two, or whatever, you don't have to wait to get this thing done.
So we're gonna give something towards overnight camp then?
No, because no, that camps have been
Yeah,
canceled.
they're canceled. So what are we gonna put for a cap?
500.
No, I mean for total.
Oh, how
Usually
many?
you put like 5,000 or something. but we can't do
500
that.
per person, per child.
Right, but usually we put like 5,000 altogether, which we can't. do.
Yeah, we need a
almost every.
total out of the budget.
Okay, so 500 per student and 2,500?
So like a $3,000 cap.
3,000.
Like up to 5 to 6 people, you give them that kind of
Yeah.
range.
If you don't hear from.
Yeah, that would give us,
Yeah.
six people, 6 kids. Yeah. They will.
Do I hear any second?
And I second the motion.
Everybody in favor?
And that's even if kids are wanting,
If
are
everybody-
gonna want to go to camp.
Right, there's a lot of balancing and weighing going
Yeah,
on.
because, families may not want to
People
send
don't
it.
want to send their kids, some people do want to send their children.
Right. I'd be surprised if we hear, we haven't heard any these last week.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, especially, I mean, if it's special camps. and stuff.
However,
And it might be, might be a camp in New Hampshire or something that
Right.
has COVID.
Yeah. Well, I work with special needs families, and I can tell you, families are pretty stressed out right now because the kids have not had programming
Yeah.
all this time.
Right, so there may be some special needs camps that the family can send their kids
It's
to.
possible,
That,
yeah, it's still August.
Are being
so-
very careful and only taking a certain number of kids.
Right,
And the families, they want to, for a kid's sake and for Yes, they
Yeah,
send the child to camp to, for the structure and
yeah, that's what it's, yeah.
maybe a therapeutic camp or whatever. Diabetic camp. The envelopes were about, I think, $163. I haven't submitted it yet, but, because I have to buy some more ink too, so I'm gonna pick that up, Staples. They didn't even have it online, so I have to really try to get ink for the printer and that, and then submit the bill. I ink for the printer too, every place is out of
And
it.
you can't even order it to be on back order, they won't even let you say.
Really?
Yeah. I've been trying to
Every place will say that they're out, so you
Yeah.
can't even order
It's
it.
right out on your screen, it's unavailable, you know, select.
Yeah, that's what it's Staples, they didn't have it in store, so the girl went to order it online for me, and they were all out of stock online.
Yeah.
They had like one color copy or something, I'm like, well, that's not gonna do me any good.
Yeah, the working at home is just decimated those types of stores.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, any other new business? I called Wayne Stanley, I left him messages, but I haven't heard from him. I left him a message telling him we were meeting today and that it was in Memorial Hall. But I haven't heard from him. So, I don't know.
So we meet,
Laura, as we know, resigned.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she had too many activities for the kids. So, it was just too much for her.
So we're recruiting for new members too then, right?
Huh?
We should be recruiting for.
Right, we need to recruit some members.
Yeah, a lot of commissions run an ad in the local paper. That might not be a bad idea. Asking for persons that may be interested in serving on the commission.
I was hoping to connect some people at Thrive with the commission because they have a self-advocacy group that they were developing, but with the advent of COVID, they're not meeting, they're not even meeting virtually right now.
Right.
I was hoping to, get a little interest with you. See if we could get something, but it's just COVID getting in the way.
I know, Laura was a good.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, those damn things.
Laura was good because she connected with the deaf community.
Yeah.
Which was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good.
So I found, through personal experience, is one of the big disadvantages of these masks is actually communicating to the deaf because they can't read your lips.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there is a company that is making a clear mask
Yeah.
to
So you can see
assist people to be able to read lips and show facial expressions.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, yeah, because this has got to be
It's
terrible.
huge communication block.
Okay, Cheryl, any new business? John, no new business?
Nothing that I can think of has been an issue.
We haven't been out
Yeah.
to make
Nobody else.
Only getting out in the last week or two. Have they started to move anything from the library to the Walker Building, do you know?
Not that I'm aware of.
Wow.
I think that whole,
Thing on hold?
yeah, I know they're still doing some work, I think, for the Walker Building.
They've only just started, if you have books on hold, They've started calling you, you can get your books on hold. You can put them on hold and you can do a time slot and they'll put them in a brown paper bag and put them outside the door, like between 10 and 11, they'll put your name on. And you can now return books into the slot.
Okay.
But they just started doing that within like the last 2 weeks. You can do that, but you can't go in or anything, but you can put them on hold. So that at least is, because they called me and they said, you have a book on hold and it's in, I was like, whoa.
Can I get it?
Yay.
I can report that the casinos in Connecticut and Rhode Island are up and running.
Okay. Taking your money on, yeah?
They, I made a good haul 2 weeks ago and I was there Saturday, this past Saturday, and they took all but $50 of it back.
Well,
But they are, they take your temperature when you go in, they take a picture of your ID, they make sure that you're wearing a mask, and they have separated the slot machines by removing chairs in between.
Okay.
So it's interesting, although it's not very good for my helper lady that has to stand the whole time and sit down next to me.
Oh, jeez. Patty, any new business?
No, day camp was on my mind, what kids are doing, that's all.
No, I haven't got any calls. I was actually hoping that, maybe some would open up, but
Could still happen.
Dave, anything?
Not anything relative to this commission. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Can I have a second?
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
John, what time is it?
4:33.
4:32, Deborah,
Wow.
time